Namaste, Star Family. Welcome back to the Matrix Oracle for a new pick a card reading. Let's rediscover yourself through this message. We're going to pick some piles and we're going to pick also some zodiac placements. So according to your intuition, you can pick an energy. Oh, wow. Okay, so this one wants to be here. That's going to be pile number 1 to rediscover yourself. Okay, this is inspired by Mercury shifting into Capricorn in Western astrology. Mercury is associated with your throat chakra, so working with the ether element, part of the alchemy. I feel number 3 is here and number 2 is here. Okay? All right. So the ones that are working with me on the YouTube Star Family membership, I strongly suggest your Mercury draconic placement. Okay, some of you know that this year 2025 we are tapping into more of the emotional layer of body, working to close and complete some chapters, because 2025 is a year number 9 with the energy of love. Okay, so through the eyes of love, completing cycles that started back in 2017. Okay, so pile number 1, we have the beautiful goddess Rhea, flow, with the number 44. For the zodiac placement, we have Sagittarius, we have Cancer, we have Gemini, and we have Virgo. Okay, so that's pile number 1. All right. Pile number 2, let's look at your card. Ooh, Parvati, devotion, with number 42. Beautiful energy, goddess Parvati. And for the zodiac placement, we have Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, and we have Libra. Okay. Last but not least, pile number 3 with Persephone, inexperience. All right, so let's see what we have here. Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius. Beautiful. All right, pile 1, 2, or 3. I will meet you there for your messages. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your messages. So let's rediscover yourself through this energy. Mercury is transiting Capricorn in Western astrology. I strongly suggest, if you want to connect more to your natal chart, your stars, to connect with the placement of your natal Mercury. For the ones that work with me in the YouTube Star Family membership, we're working with the draconic expression, the 4D astral body. We're working through all the things that we've been feeling and releasing them. So here we have a beautiful energy of flow, being in flow and harmony with the universe. So if you pick this card, okay, part of your true self, okay, because we're rediscovering yourself, is one that is feeling the alignment, the rhythm of life. This is someone that doesn't need to feel the pressure of, a certain deadlines, constraints. There's a lot of freedom, but freedom that is organized with the cosmos. So let's look at the little booklet, because I feel that there's some messages here for you as part as just this goddess energy. Pile number 1. So we have an empowerment message. Do you notice how when you're in alignment with the universe, everything in your life just seems to flow? The Greek goddess Rhea, whose very name means flow and ease, comes to let you know that you're entering such a time. While the flow state is not permanent for most people, it's a beautiful feeling that allows you to lose yourself in the rhythm. It's as if you're traveling down a magic stream where ideas and insights pour through you from a vast source of information that is gifted to you. The way to ensure you remain in this beautiful energy as long as you can is to observe your life with relaxed attention, listening to the guidance presented to you as you move forward without restraint or fixed ideas. You can enter a flow state anytime you're willing to release your expectations. It requires trust, and the goddess Rhea ensures your boat will never capsize as you move from a slow stream to a rapid river. Okay. So pile number one, already an invitation that part of your true nature, part of rediscovering yourself, is to allow the universe to show you and lead you step by step. Okay, there's an invitation to let the universe organize itself around what is meant for you to address, just in perfect divine timing. Okay, so there might be some things around schedule here, that can help you rediscover and tap into your true self. Okay, let's look at this card. We have the Shepherd. Ooh, celebration and family. Very interesting energy that reminds me a little bit of the symbol of Capricorn. So almost like an invitation that through this transit, which is January 8th to the 27th of 2025, okay, there's an invitation for you to allow the flow of gathering around family, around, just celebrating, the end of the year, now coming into the new year, that is allowing you to tap into how you're going to, I'm hearing two words. It's like unbecome to become. It's like unbecoming to become and rediscover a part of yourself. I was going to say that might have been lost. Interesting. Where is that influence? Okay. There's an influence. Okay, with the third house, we have communication, we have Scorpio, and we have Pluto. Okay, there's a deep transformation here, especially in terms of how you speak about yourself. With Pluto, it's the back of the solar plexus when you're working with your Kundalini energy. Okay, so it's kind of like the fire we don't see, the fire that's behind, the fire you work with to transform. And maybe that's why I felt the unbecome to become. There's some type of sacred alchemy that's occurring here for the ones that picked pile number one or are connected through their zodiac placement to pile number one, that they're receiving more and more higher messages in the way they can celebrate life, celebrate the flow of life. So part of rediscovering yourself, pile number one, is through allowing things to unfold step by step and almost like celebrating the small moments. If you feel like, actually it happened this morning where I was writing down my journal, meditating, and I was like, I don't really have the guidance for the next step, but I'm just going to address what is next on my schedule. There was no like big aha or breakthrough. And I was like, this is where you're being guided as a yin yang energy to, continue chop wood and carry water, which is very interesting because we have to chop wood for fire. It's really cold in the mountains right now. Some of you might also go through this really cold spell that we're having in the United States. Anyways, yes, there's something about going back to the roots of just flowing with life, with nature, with family, with people that, or not just the people, but kind of that sense of belonging. Okay, there's a sense of belonging that I'm feeling here. Now let's pull another card here. Oh, okay, this one. I express my creativity. Look at this, streaming from the crown. Some of you, if you're doing some of the energy cosmic alignment sessions or working with the YouTube Star Family Guidance, I explain sometimes, how when we're working with the planets, there's 12 zodiac signs and they connect to the front and back of the first 6 chakras, okay? When you're getting to the crown, it's actually how the essence of your Kundalini flows and flourishes your own flower. Okay, so how you're able to let source flow through you in a way that feels very festive here. There's something here that is going to bloom, pile number one. Part of rediscovering yourself is to let spirit move you, flow through you. So some of you, any type of Kundalini practices, any type of yoga, it feels very yin, very receptive, very intro, even though there's a celebration, but there's also the energy of family and shepherd. So it's kind of like more into a group or just feeling wholesome, experiencing life in a wholesome way. There's going to be a great retransformation. I don't know why I'm hearing transfiguration in particular, as far as the terms. Yeah, almost as if, yeah, when you're going to be looking into the mirror through this phase, okay, it's not a long phase, but you can tap into this cosmic energy here. When you're going to look into the mirror, you're not going to recognize yourself. There's a transformation through the master teacher of power, okay? That is flowing, okay? And then flowing through the throat with Mercury's energy, shifting the way you express yourself, shifting the way you even see life, see yourself, see life's events and how they're flowing into your life. That is part of your rediscovery here. Okay, let's see what it says behind. My unique and creative talents and abilities flow through me and are expressed in deeply satisfying ways. My creativity is always in demand. Ooh, so some of you know that with the always in demand, I really feel strongly, pile number one, that when you allow the universe to move you into creation, through a process that allows you to feel safe through that family energy, but also celebrated. So it doesn't have to be blood family, but it's kind of an energy concept, of creating an environment that feels nurturing, that feels like a sacred space. When you're allowed to create this for yourself, some of you, according to your situation, you have this in your life or not, but know that it always starts from within. You can start to attract this type of tribe, this type of gathering, this type of feeling as you nurture it first within. So when you allow this to occur, energy flow from source seems to inspire you, make you creatively guided to pour this energy into creating something. It could be a project, it could be a company, it could be anything. This feels very charismatic and it feels like it's going to be high demand. Okay, so some people, and some of you, it could be as simple as, feeling that you want to transform how you feel and look, maybe going through a certain routine, fitness wise, diet wise, and transforming yourself. And from that personal guidance and system you're using, there's going to be people that are going to want to know, how did you do this? How did you allow this process to move you? And especially because I do feel that this is almost like seamless for you, pile number one. It didn't have this energy always. I'm not saying this because obviously we're here to experience contrast. But I feel that there's a certain way that you're allowing spirit to flow through you that seems to gather people that want to also create this in their life, this type of nurture, sacred space, safe space for creativity to bloom. Okay, so let's see if we have more messages about this. Okay, so for pile number one, yes, you see, I told you, like, it was not always the case, because you have the Eight of Swords and you have the Four of Pentacles. Some of you, there was some mental patterns and emotional blocks that were, it fell right under this, that were blocking this energy of transformation on how you spoke. Especially look at her hands, they're tied on the throat. Some of you, I don't know if there were maybe an inability to express your true self because of how you feel. Look at this, she's putting the hand on the gut, on the solar plexus. Very interesting. Okay, we're seeing again Pluto's energy and Mercury's energy shown in those cards. Very strong connection with your confidence, or how you can create that space of safety, of celebrating yourself. Before you were able to do that, you might have not, or fall off alignment. So it seemed for you, pile number one, your true self, or rediscovering yourself, is through this process, a very sacred process, very feminine, very divine feminine process of allowing yourself to create the space that allows you to bloom. And in that space that allows you to bloom, there's a renewal of your confidence in how you feel about yourself and how you speak about yourself, Let's see if we have some more. So now that you're seeing here, okay, pile number one, to rediscover yourself, we need to make sure you understand you're a pile that's highly connected with the rhythm of life, the rhythm of nature. That's something that supports you. And when you're aligned to that rhythm, it creates, it's almost like you allowing, let's say, like you allowing yourself to rise with the sun and set with the sun. And of course, some of us, we have to get up, we have things to get doing, but just the awareness of trying to be as in sync with the cycles of nature as possible. When you're doing this and we're tuning into, the cycles of the moon, the cycles of maybe regulation for the women as the moon, there's this energy that is created. It's divine energy that is highly creative, very feminine, okay? And in that space, you're able to rediscover yourself. So what is it that we need to know about this rediscovery about the self? Is there something in particular? It seems that that process, maybe the process itself from which you're creating this energy, is something that is high demand. I'm not surprised. 2025, this energy of love that wants to complete the last 9 years. There's also this, need for people to heal. So for healing, we need sacred spaces. So I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of people, pile number one, would feel safe to confine in you, to open up. Okay. All right. So it feels like those cards are here for you, for that creativity aspect. We have, the King of Pentacles. Wow, beautiful. Okay. The Three of Swords. The Six of Wands. The Empress and the Strength. You know what I feel here, pile number one? Part of your true self, is to actually help create that foundation, that foundation for people to create their own healing, feeling a sense of victory towards what they have gone through, feeling victorious, surmounting, overcoming certain of the hardship. And it seems very connected here to your heart's desire. The Empress is Venus energy, but here we have Gaia's expression on this card. So there's a very strong humanitarian purpose that you're nurturing, and you see here this strength, but there's also the lamb. So it's kind of showing that very fine balance and tuning between your heart and your mind, heart-mind coherence. I feel this is what those messages are trying to say to you, pile number one. You're rediscovering a version of yourself that is much more aligned with the rhythm of nature, with the rhythm of your own nature. Maybe some of you, there's certain routine, like for example, for exercise, some people thrive into doing certain type of exercise, and some people like different type of exercises, and you can still achieve great fitness level, but through listening to what resonates with your nature, it transforms you. So I feel like there's some invitation here to let the rhythm of life transform your routine, transform how you feel about yourself, how you speak about yourself. But it comes first from creating that space where you celebrate some of the things you've overcome, okay? Because when you do this, there's a groundness. Here it's like the head of the house energy, and we have that family. You're in leadership, and yet so connected to the group, okay? So I love this for you, pile number one. That's what I have as far as messages. Now, in terms of frequency, some of you that have access to the YouTube Star family, okay, I have a frequency that is called the Goddess Way. I really feel that it would be the one that I would prescribe, okay? For everyone else, what I'm feeling the most is some of those limitations here, okay? And I would suggest the astral body. If you're falling out of alignment because there's certain emotional wounds that you haven't transformed, I'm going to recommend the astral body healing, okay? I use a very powerful mantra that works with the energy of the herb of holy basil, okay? So that's like bringing nature into the frequency so you can heal some of that true nature of yours. And some of you, that I like to recommend breath work. If you've never watched my video tutorial for breath work with an album that is called The True Abundant Nature, I'm going to put it as well, okay? So you can start to your journey on aligning your energy field, your aura, to this beautiful flow. That's what I have for you, pile number one. If that was you, please drop me a flower. There's so many flowers, any flowers. If that resonated with you, I will recognize it's you, pile number one. That always puts a smile on my face when I see you guys comment. So thank you so much for doing so. And please remember to like those videos. It supports the channel to grow. Namaste. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your messages. So we are rediscovering yourself. And here you have the beautiful goddess Parvati with the energy of devotion. Beautiful. If you chose according to zodiac placement, we have Pisces, Capricorn, we have Libra, and we have Aries. I strongly suggest, especially the ones that are part of the YouTube Star family membership, to choose your Mercury draconic placement. So we're tapping more into the emotions. And here with Mercury, we're tapping into the throat. So here this is interesting because devotion can be expressed through words, through prayers, through incantations, okay? So I feel that there's some messages for you as far as rediscovering yourself, pile number two, that is very much about the way you speak, the way you express, your reality. Okay, so let's look first. I want to look at the little booklet for this goddess because I feel there's something there for us. Okay, let's see what we have. So empowerment message here. True commitment comes from wholehearted living in body, mind, and spirit. When the Hindu goddess Parvati rises up to greet you, she is acknowledging you for your sincere devotion to personal growth. Wow, pile number 2. With the world in so much turmoil, it's not easy to devote yourself to higher knowledge and a strong faith. But if you are here, then you are right now to serve others by being a bearer of love, compassion, and light. You must recommit yourself every day, as unwavering in your devotion as Parvati was to Shiva and her goal of bringing peace to the world. Parvati asks that you find silence in daily meditation to contemplate your devotion, as well as your commitment to all of life and to making this world a better place. The great goddess is present when you renew your devotion and make that relationship primary above all else. Then in all areas of your life, your every choice will be in alignment and in service to this truth. When the goddess Parvati comes to visit, it is a beautiful sign that you are on the right track. Ooh, wow, beautiful. So part of rediscovering yourself is through very feminine guidance here, very yin energy, devotion, retreat. I'm not surprised. Obviously, this invitation comes through the cycle of winter. The zodiac placement that we have, even that Mercury in Capricorn in the Western astrology, Capricorn is part of those winter months. So there's something here as far as being able to tap into the version that is most aligned with who you're meant to become and be, per God design, that's what I'm hearing, is through that stillness, is through creating. I feel a lot of beautiful, pink energy, but nurturing, very inviting, very safe, very sacred. I love it. A lot of reverence. So let's see here. Messages we have for you, pile number 2. As far as rediscovering yourself. We have the cartographer, a crossroads and exploration. Wow, that's amazing. Look at this. Look at this beautiful energy of being aligned with your compass. Now, with the crossroad, maybe there's something here that is calling you to do differently. Okay, because remember, there's an invitation to meditate more, to commit more. So maybe some of you, as you're watching this, you've been struggling with bringing this type of routine in your life. Know that you are divinely guided and supported to create this energy. Okay, so we're going to see if there's something else. Okay, so we have Venus. I told you this pile is such sacred feminine energy. Then Libra connected to Venus. Okay, and then you have, it's down, the 6th house. It's the routine. I could feel it. So your shift in routine, in daily habits, okay, in making sure you implement meditation in particular. Okay, some of you, it could be also a form of yin yoga or just something that allows you to create space, is going to allow you to rediscover parts of yourself you haven't been able to explore or tap into. Some of you, if you don't know, inside here you have this 8-pointed star, which is the shape of the star of Venus. And some of you that are part of the YouTube Star family, I've been sharing with you about medicine wheels and sacred crystal grids that I am drawing for people that are part of the Starseed Rise Up to help change some of the energy, to change the energy that flows into the space. Okay, just wanted to mention some of you because it is very energetically charge here that I feel for you. The invitation of this transit Mercury is connected to the ether element. So you're working with the magic of the universe through the power of your voice. But here the voice seems to be, really in that inward. When you inward motion, when you start doing this, there is an activation. There's something here. Let's see what that is, because I can feel some of you, there's going to be an unleashing. It's almost like something that has been contained. Some of you don't even suspect it. I can feel it. You're like almost like, yeah, I know I should be doing this. Yeah. And then boom, you start doing it and the shift is very fast. Life supports me. Okay. All right. What's interesting is, okay, some of the things that I feel for you, pile number 2, as far as rediscovering yourself, is that once you create the space for meditation, for stillness, okay, you're going to see the abundance that life is wanting to offer to you. Okay, the leaf is the symbol I use for an album that I recommended also for pile number 1 with the breathwork video tutorial I have, which is the true abundant nature. There's something here about creating this space for breathwork, for stillness, that is going to realign your life, but especially in terms of rediscovering that you're abundant as is this world. It's like there's no stopping this stream. And I feel like some of you, if you've been experiencing blocks, especially in your abundance, and some of you in your health, if you're watching this and you are experiencing health problems, limitations, this is going to open up the gateways. Yeah. It says here, life created me to be fulfilled. I trust life, and life is always there at every turn. I am safe. Ooh, there's something, yes, this is why I felt abundance, probably connected also to money. Some of you, the safety. Maybe that's something you need to have the awareness of, is that if you're stuck in feeling that you're in that grind and you don't take the proper time for self-care, meditation, you keep on repeating that wheel. Here, the invitation to rediscover yourself is once you create the time, even if it's 15 minutes, okay? When you create, stop like scrolling on social media and things like that. Just create those 15 minutes. We can all do it, okay? We do it for relationships. We do it for our work. But when it comes to for ourselves, a lot of us just skip it. And here, the invitation for you to tap into the version of yourself, the true self that is connected to the abundant flow of life, that wants to support you. You need to create that space, okay? And what's going to happen, I really feel with the Venus and the Libra, some of you, it's like, this is the 7 files, this is relationships. And that's why I mentioned to you, like, you created for relationships, your lover, or, your friends, your family, for everyone, but for yourself. That's going to be important because there's a lot of love that wants to be poured in return. You know what I'm saying is that some of you, you've been emptying your cup. That's what I feel. Let's get some more guidance here. Okay, look at this. Pluto's energy and a little bit of that wounded healer here. Let's see. We have the Judgment card. That's Pluto's energy. Transformation. Ooh, look at this with this. Your higher self. Your higher self is going to emerge. A stronger connection to your higher self is meant to emerge for you, pile number 2, through this process. Look at this. That's going to shine so much light. And sun is needed for the plants to thrive. So there's this energy of rediscovering, like, how prosperous you are in your nature. But this is going to come with the 9 of Wands, from also reclaiming your power, from the things you had to overcome. You know, that's someone that went to battle and that is still standing, that is still standing strong, that is still, on this journey. Some of you that are working with me, through the Starseed membership, we're doing soon this week for the full moon that is upcoming on the 13th of January, a Chiron turning your scars into stars activation. There's going to be a cosmic energy session for this, where some of you that are working with the wheels is me calculating how to bring the sun's energy on a specific point. And right now I'm working with a group of us that are bringing the sun's energy onto their wound, because Chiron is the wounded healer. He is the one that helps you tap in your own healing abilities. Tremendous power comes from Chiron, because this is something that has been following you lifetime after lifetime. And that means when you address it, when you bring in light, when you shine light, when you bring oxygen, that whole, creating the space for it, you're able to bring wholeness into so many fragments of your soul. Okay, and that gives it power. Okay, so now that you're understanding all this, now that you're understanding and hearing all of this, and I feel here, you're the map maker. I'm hearing you're the one that makes, creates your destiny. And that's something that you have to understand. It doesn't come just from, yes, you need planning with your mind. There's heart-mind coherence, but it needs to be inspired by your higher self, because your higher self has access to all those timelines, those quantum realities that can be created. Wow, this is wow, beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so once you understand this, there's something here on the card, on the map. Oh, wow, yes, Knight of Cups. A lot of healing that wants to come forward here. Knight of Cups is Scorpio energy, which came here. There's some messages from the divine that are meant to guide you into prosperity here. You are meant to be prosperous. That's like pile number 2. That's like part of rediscovering your essence, rediscovering yourself. Okay, so now that we know all this, what else do we need to know? Look at this. 9 of Pentacles. This is someone that is able to support themselves, that feels the freedom, and especially with the white, there's a lot of purity. Some of you are purifying a lot of the things that you've gone through. Yeah, I really feel that. I really feel this is part of your true self. This is part of rediscovering your true self. It's that abundant nature of yours, how you're connected to the flow of life. And the Page of Swords. That's a perfect time, you guys, as I'm channeling this. The Page of Swords is connected to the 3 zodiac signs of winter: Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. You are in a time where you're learning about yourself, connecting more with your higher self, and getting into this sacred alignment. Some of you pay attention, especially, I'm being reminded, to your relationships, okay, as far as the flow of give and take. Make sure that you have energy boundaries, okay? And for your energy support, I actually feel the same exact guidance for pile number 1. The one that have access to the YouTube Star membership, please use the Goddess Way. After you listen to this message, go into that meditative state. It's going to be powerful because you just heard a lot of things, okay? Go listen to the Goddess Way. For the ones that don't have yet that access to that membership, you can go and work with the astral body healing frequency. This is where I use a mantra in Sanskrit, okay, that is devoted to the holy basil. So a mantra to a powerful plant that brings miracle healing. So I feel that some of you, if you've been, especially with the 6th house, looking for healing, especially physically or just healing into your physical reality, like how can I bring balance, and how can I be on purpose, and how can I find space for myself, and how can I find support from the universe and flow. This is a great season for you to start learning more about your connection to your higher self. And if you want to involve some breath work into your practice, I'm going to also have the video tutorial for the breath work. Okay, so 4 types of breath that you can do in that order through your frequency healing. That's going to support you. All right, pile number 2, that's what I have for you. If that resonated, please let me know. Drop me some namaste hands, or even a leaf if you want, or both. Okay, I will know that was you. Thank you so much for doing this. It always makes me smile so much. Yeah, it is so nice for you guys to comment and connect with me at that level. And please remember, if you enjoy those readings, to like those videos. It supports me through the algorithm for other people to find those messages. Namaste. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your messages, where you're going to rediscover yourself. You chose the beautiful energy of Persephone with inexperience. So let's see here. I do feel with this energy some springtime, almost as if there's something that you're working on, as Capricorn is part of the winter months archetype for this transit, but also where we're at right now as I'm channeling those messages. So there's something here about maturation, that you're in the process of becoming. Almost like, with this energy of alchemy of what you're transforming, because Mercury is connected to the throat, connected to the ether element. You're in the process of alchemy, pile number 3. I can feel it strongly for you. You chose also, if some of you want to connect more with your natal chart, we have Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius. I strongly suggest, especially for the ones that work with me with the YouTube Star membership, to choose your Mercury draconic placement. We're working especially this year with the emotional layer of body, 4th dimensional body. Okay, some of you, if you want to look into draconic astrology, it's connected to one's purpose. And I will let you know that in music technology, it does make sense so much to me, because the heart is in perfect fifth with your soul star chakra, and then with the earth star chakra. That means when you're tapping into the heart field, which is more that emotional layer of body, you connect to your soul's purpose. So for that reason, I love draconic astrology. It really helped me understand myself, because my physical expression and mental expression, they're so different. I'm almost like an opposite when you look at the chart as far as the placement. And what it creates, what I've discovered, is that if I'm not in alignment, I will feel this tug of war inside of me, even though it appears that I shouldn't from the outside. It will create this. Some of you, if you want, I do have offers for draconic chart reading, where I compare your physical layer of body with your emotional layer of body. For some reason, pile number 3, you're the only one that I feel this. Okay, I'm going to put it. You'll pick the draconic option. Okay, and I'll know you want to understand yourself more at an emotional level. Okay, so that's my introduction. Did not plan this at all, but through the power of your heart, it seems that this is where something is going to emerge. Your true self, the version of yourself who you were designed to be, okay, through, your soul's intent, God's intent, divine cosmic energy's intent, okay, that is coming forward. That's a lot, so we're going to shuffle, okay. Can we shuffle? Yes. Ooh, look at this, the guide. Inheritance and correction. Okay. Not surprised with the inheritance in the Scorpio archetype. 8th house energy. And some of you, please look at your chart if you have any 8th house placement. If you don't, that's okay, but it won't resonate for everyone. But the connection to the 8th house is often connected to the legacy, things that we inherit through spirit. because it's a messenger. You have a lot of messages here that are meant to reach you through this period of time, especially here, January 8th to the 27th, for this specific energy reading. But whenever it finds you, okay? But there's something in particular in the winter months, okay, in the time of introspection, that is meant to give birth to something you haven't experienced yet. And I feel that some of you, I'll tell you, you haven't been, especially look at her eyes, haven't been able to foresee or see. You know, it's like, I feel like you're not even able to aim that high. And I'm not, it's no, negative ways of expressing this. It's not because of any reason. It's almost like Spirit has something in store that is so much greater that your mind cannot conceive it yet. It needs to be moved by Spirit. I'm going to be looking at the card for you, for Persephone. Okay, sometimes not knowing is a great gift. Right now, the Greek goddess Persephone invites you into a state of open-hearted learning. Wow. You see how that puts it together? Discernment comes with experience, and at this moment, it's okay to admit you don't know or fully understand what is in front of you. Be curious and teachable. The goddess Persephone will be with you to ensure you will not fall prey to unconscious commitment and dangerous alliances, just as her own naivete caused her to strike a terrible deal with the god of the underworld. That said, every experience has value. No matter what choice you make right now, the consequences will have a lasting effect as you integrate your lessons and travel the road of destiny. Beautiful. But you see here, that's why I was meaning, it's like your mind isn't able to conceive it yet because it needs to receive the guidance that only through your heart field will you be able to access it. And don't worry, we will have some frequencies to support you, pile number 3, okay? I understand that it can be a little bit, it's almost like I can feel a little bit of discomfort for you in this pile, maybe through this phase, because you can feel though. You can feel that something is waiting to reemerge. And guess what? That's actually your true self. That's actually who you're rediscovering as a part of yourself that you haven't yet experienced. But it's always been there, but deep within the layers. Okay? I hope it makes sense. I'm seeing it energetically. I hope my words can express this. I do feel I want first to use this. Some guidance about this. Okay. Love, 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 love. South Node energy, inheritance. This is because some of you need to connect with your past lives. Okay. We have Cancer. Okay. A past lifetime version of yourself that has knowledge about healing. This is the Queen of Cups. Knowledge about you and self-mastery, about the heart field. You're getting the 6th house. Interestingly, pile number 2 also had the 6th house. Through your routine, through your habits, you're going to be able to receive this. And to me, with the correction, okay, there might be an invitation right now to pay attention to what you're doing currently as far as your routine, and being able to pinpoint one aspect that might be in need of removal. Okay, it could be as simple as maybe you want to remove caffeine out of your routine. I know a lot of people are attached to caffeine, okay, but that's something that I've shared in the past. I've been back and forth for many years, but this year I've experienced it very differently. Now that I'm in the mountain, I live on the crystal quartz mountain, and I'm on my north node line. It's almost like every time I misalign, I will feel it. And caffeine has been giving me heart palpitations. So it's almost like my heart does not want it. Okay, that's an illustration for you to understand what I'm seeing here as far as the energy of correction with the 6th house and the healing of the Queen of Cups. There is something you are meant to receive at this time that you need to maybe upgrade, change, remove, okay? For you to, create that vortex, okay? You're creating, I'm telling you, you're in a process of alchemy. But there are certain things you're going to want to address, okay? We're going to get some more guidance about this. All right, let's see. Some more guidance for pile number 3 so they can rediscover themselves. Okay. There you go. I let go of all expectations and look at what she is doing. She has a vortex. A vortex of energy here. It says, I flow freely and lovingly with life. I love myself. I know that only good awaits me at every turn. Okay, maybe for some of you, you see how there was something about toxicity, okay? To remove in the habits, some of you, it might be your mindset. There might be something into your mindset. Now, I'm going to speak to you already about the energy work, because I actually feel that I can't go further unless I speak about this, because that's that type of like alchemy process. We need to speak about the alchemy. The ones that have access to the YouTube Star membership, once you listen to all those messages, please go and address the goddess way. Okay, this is a frequency that I mix with a lot of different engineering to surrenders, to open a vortex of energy, especially from the feminine guidance, from the heart field. Okay, very, very powerful. The first time I engineered this, I was trying to meditate seated. I actually I wouldn't say collapsed down, but yeah, a little bit. I couldn't maintain, because I was, I use acupressure points through sound. So what it did, it was almost like pressure points that just keep you so relaxed that I couldn't maintain the contraction of my body. Okay, so the ones that have access, work with this. The ones that don't, please work with the astral body healing frequency. Okay, I use a mantra for holy basil, which brings miracles. Okay, this is a very powerful herb. Okay, some of you actually, wow, I remember the time where I was supplementing and drinking tea with holy basil. Maybe some of you, that could be something you want to look into. Holy basil, like literally in the physical routine, okay? Because we saw that there was some removal. But again, you can work with energies materialize, gradually into the physical. So whatever is your choice, but work with the astral body energy frequency. I'm going to involve and include the video tutorial for breath work. I'm being called much more this year to educate everyone on breath work, because it helps you do psychic surgery on your aura. And some of you, your alchemy process, you need a strong aura. It's almost like, imagine you're cooking something and there's some type of hole in your pot. It's like there's a leakage. So some of you, if you've been feeling drained, that something is taking energy out of you, okay? Whether it's the way you think or the way maybe you're ingesting certain things that are taking more energy out of you, okay? Working with your breath is going to give you more awareness of your own space, the space of your body and the space beyond your body, okay? And the more you expand through this type of spiritual awareness and practices, the more you'll see your field of creation, because it's your field of electromagnetic field. You're going to expand it and be able to move into the reality that is meant for you. And that's a part of yourself you have inside of you. Even though I might be speaking words that are a different language to you right now, some of you know that this is something that your soul knows. And that's why you're still here listening to those messages, because a part of you knows already all of this. So through the breath work, I have a video tutorial for breath. You can use it in that order to create to create some psychic surgery and healing on your aura. Okay, let's see what I have next. Okay, because that's part of rediscovering yourself. There was a lot of feminine essence, heart energy that wanted to come forward. Capricorn, in terms of light work, is an ascension guide. It guides us into the process of ascension. And here it's strongly oriented with and towards the feminine energy and the heart field. Not surprised at all. Look at this, the 10 of Pentacles. Inheritance. Wow, I got chills everywhere. Pile number 3, you're going to have access. Look at this doorway. There's a door you're meant to open. Some sacred geometry. Some of you, I've been sharing as far as the YouTube Star membership, the medicine wheels and sacred geometry, the crystal grids. I'm working with your chart to allow you to tap into a certain aspect of your soul. Okay, we will be working through the winter months with the North and the South Node at some point. Some of you, if that resonates or you have questions, please contact me on Instagram through DM or just email me, iamthematrixoracle@gmail.com. Definitely, you are meant for great achievement and success. But I feel that what your mind is right now conceiving with the state it's in, without the access of what we're feeling energetically, it's going to always make you expect certain things and kind of fall through. Okay? Almost like feeling like it's coming short. Like you're not, that's like, and I can't explain. It's like a feeling, because there's more that is available to you. So that's why it's so interesting. You're such a beautiful pile. By the way, if it's you, pile number 3, drop me a bell. Drop me a bell. Yes. Okay, yes, look at this, the 4 of Cups. That's what I was feeling like. It's almost like, I'm manifesting this and this, but it's like, when you make a recipe and it's like it's missing an ingredient, or it's missing a spice, an herb. Again, we're coming into those energy of herbs and using, some chemistry. Very alchemical pile here. Some of you, there's probably some alchemical knowledge, okay, here that I'm feeling that is meant for you to involve in your daily practices, routine, and things like that. All right, let's see what we have. Then, once you are able to tap into all of this, what do we have? Like what? Like the part of yourself that you're rediscovering. Feel a lot of love. I don't know. We have the 9 of Cups, okay, with the Devil's energy. Very interesting, because you know what I feel? The Devil is the energy of the illusion. It's Capricorn energy. So not only this is like, this is a confirmation for you, pile number 3, that the results are going to be coming especially into the spring, okay? So when we are starting the new wheel of the Zodiac in April. But the specific alchemical work is through the end of this Capricorn season, okay? There is going to be some ties that are going to be released, okay? Through this energy work, you're going to find emotional fulfillment. And I think this is almost like what's missing is that connection more to the feminine. That deep connection to your feminine essence. Okay, some of you, if you are, considering joining us for the YouTube membership, definitely you'll have access with the Goddess Way. Fantastic frequency. I love that frequency. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. I trust it supported you in so many blessed ways. I'm sending you much love and light, and please remember to like those videos to support the channel to grow through the algorithm. Namaste.